happy whenever you happen to be on. Today is Saturday for me. My name is Tianna. Thank you so much for being a part of our practice. Today, we are all focused on the hips. Happy hips. Now, we did this series and we started it last week. We're doing it again. This series is for a little, maybe you're overusing, maybe you're underutilizing your hips, especially if you happen to do a lot of weightlifting or you happen to sit a lot. A lot of our hip mobility is tied right here. We can get pain, as well as there can be a little bit of resistance, a little lack of strength. So today we're gonna work on our hips. Are you ready to work on our hips? I hope you had a good holiday. Did you eat too much? Maybe you did a lot of sitting around the TV, sitting around the dinner table, and we're gonna work on that. All right. So hello. We got Twitch. Hello to my moderator. Good morning. We got Monica. Hey. We might have Max and Mason also. Hello. And we got Moving with Gratitude. Hey, girl. I hope you are well, Vanessa. All right. Again, we're working with hips. We're going to do a little standing. We're going to do a little sitting. But of course, we have to pick our intention word. So let's go ahead and pick our intention word. Yesterday was replace. Ah, and it was like, what habits do I want to replace when we go into the new year? That's definitely a thought. Maybe even replacing your gratitude practice. Oh, I like this one. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to move these over to the side and I'm going to replace my intention word with the new word. All right. Are we ready? Today's intention word is heal. Heal. That's a good one, especially when it comes to reflecting for the new year. All right, I see we got Lachelle. Hey, haven't seen you. Welcome. All right, we're going to go ahead again. We're going to work on our hips. You're welcome to have any props that you like. It can be a block, it can be a bolster, because again, we're going to work on that. And even if you'd like to have a wall handy, because we are going to do an exercise where we're going to be standing. So we're going to work on those hips. All right, are you ready? Let's go ahead and have a little seat. Get ourselves nice and comfortable. Whew. All right, we're not going to be too long in our nice, comfortable seated position. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be legs spread out, whatever feels good to you. This is your practice, remember. Now, maybe that intention of heal is a good intention for you to have for your practice, or maybe you'd like to have any personal intention for your practice, so you're welcome to do so. Just come here to a nice, comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. Let's take our inhale in. Exhale, open mouth. Let the shoulders descend and just allow your body to get comfortable right here where you are. Maybe allow those shoulders to relax. On every exhale, allow those knees to soften. When we talk about healing, it can be a heal in the physical, healing in the spiritual, healing in the mental. So however that lands for you today, I want you to take that in. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in to those spots that need that healing. So again, wherever that is for you, this is your practice. This is your time to be right where you need to be. All right? Although there's things happening outside of your mat, that's okay. It's still going to be there, but guess what? We're going to work on us right here on this mat. So as you take those few breaths to just tune into right here, give your body what it needs. A lot of times stress can build up right here in our hips. So it may be a little things and emotions that come up for you, and that's okay. So we're going to give ourselves another couple of breaths here as we just allow our bodies to mentally and physically arrive in this space and settle. And maybe as you focus on just the exhales, just the relaxation part, it gives you that opportunity to settle in. I want you to take another 2 breaths here before we begin our movement practice. And as we begin to move our bodies, we're going to take those shoulders, take them up towards our ears. And on that exhale, we're going to take them down and back. And take them back up. And exhale, take them down and back. One more just like that. That felt good to me. Bring it up. And let's take it down and back. Take our chin, bring it down towards our chest. Take the chin up. Take the chin back down. Bring it back to neutral. We're going to bring ourselves over, turn our heads to the right. My left, your right. I'm your mirror today. And then towards the opposite side. And let's gently bring it back to center. We're going to bring those arms up overhead. Bring your gaze up to match your arms. Maybe release your head back. Lift up through your chest. Get nice and tall. And on that exhale, we're going to take those hands, extend them behind us. So those fingertips will extend behind us. We're going to lean back. Lift through our chest. And if it's available to you, we're going to bring our feet out. Extend those legs out nice and long. Flex your toes back. So maybe you can see my toes, maybe you can't, but guess what? They're flexed. And we're going to begin to walk our hands in front. So just gently bringing yourself in front, your hands in front. Give it a little rock from side to side. I'm going to bring those hands over towards that right leg. Maybe it frames the right leg. If you'd like to point those toes down, you're more than welcome. And take it back to center. And then over to the opposite side. And gently bring it back to center. We're going to butterfly our feet. So bring those soles of the feet to touch. Butterflying out our knees. You're welcome to keep your hands near your shins, near your feet, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to start to bring those knees up towards our elbows. So bring those knees up. Maybe you're starting to engage those glutes, those hips. And then on that exhale, release them down. Push the feet together. Release them down. Imagine pressing your knees into the earth. Feel that resistance in the hips. And then let's begin to bring those knees back up towards each other. Squeeze them in just with the knees. Maybe you take the feet to flat on the ground. Squeeze those knees in. And exhale, let it out. Let the knees fall. Let's go ahead and flap our knees. All right, we're going to turn towards the right side. So turn your hands to frame your body. Look behind you. We're getting a little bit of movement within our hips and our knees. Opening up those shoulders. And gently come back to center. And over towards the opposite side. Look behind you. And take it back to center. Ooh, we're going to bring those feet out in front of us. Flex the toes back. Point the toes down. Flex them back. Bring the arms up overhead. Lift up through the chest. Flexing your toes back. And then point those toes down as you bring the hands towards the legs. Wherever they land, lead with the chest. Bring your chest forward. Tuck your chin into your chest. But slowly release the toes. Come back up to a comfortable seat. We're going to take our feet over to one side. Let's come onto our tabletop position. So readjust your body, rock your hips from side to side. Remember, we want nice, happy hips here. So as we bring ourselves into our tabletop position, our knees are going to stack underneath of our hips. Our wrists are going to be right underneath of our shoulders. Let's start our cow cats. Lower the belly, gaze up. On that exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. And reverse. Remember, this is your practice, so do it as slow or as fast as you like. Maybe you like to hold in cow or hold in cat. Feel free to do so. We're going to take 2 more at our own pace. This is your practice. Lean into it. Take breaks when you need to. Remember to breathe. And when you're done, come to that nice, easy, neutral spine. Nice, easy, neutral tabletop position. We're going to bring our knees out as wide as our mat. Let's settle back for our first child's pose here. Now this child's pose, I want you to rock from side to side. Remember, we're warming up our hips. This is for happy hips. So just rock from side to side. Maybe you'd like to hold. Maybe you'd like to walk those hands out and bring your head down. Get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then over on the opposite side. Let's slowly come back to center. We're going to ease up just a little bit. And we're going to start to take that right hand. And remember, I'm your mirror, so I'm going to take my left, but you're right. I'm going to take that right hand. We're gently going to bring it up towards the ceiling. Little twist here. We're going to feel that resistance on the hip. Gaze up towards the hand if that's comfortable. And on that exhale, we're going to bring it underneath. Thread the needle. Take that hand underneath. Take the shoulder and forehead down. Walk the top hand out. Shift the weight back. Breathe. We're going to take 2 full cycles of breath here. Gently walk that top hand back towards the forehead. Use it to push yourself up. We're going to bring that right arm right back overhead. Let's take that hand down. Let's meet the opposite hand, and we're going to bring it up. Bring that opposite arm up. Gaze up towards that front hand. Again, we're opening up our hips. We're opening up our shoulders. Breathe. Feel that little resistance on your hip. And let's begin to thread that arm underneath. Take the shoulder down, forehead down. Walk that top arm up. Imagine rotating your chest through. Relax that top shoulder. Let's walk that top hand towards our head. Use that to push ourselves up. Bring that left arm back up overhead. Or opposite arm, whichever one. Let's take it down. Come back to your child's pose. Shift the weight back. Bring your forehead down. Gaze towards the hands. Let's come back to our tabletop position. We're going to bring those knees back to be hip distance. Give it a rock from side to side. All right, it's time to start to move those hips in a circle. So move the hips back, to the right, to the top, to the left, around in a circle. As you lean forward, press into your fingertips. We're light into our wrists. Let's pause. We're going to go the opposite way with our circles. And again, we're going to end with our knees towards our heels, heels towards our hips. Walk your hands out into a child's pose. Release your shoulders. Gazing towards your hands, we're going to bring ourselves back up to our tabletop position. And this time we're going to take our right foot, bring it in between the hands. So frame the foot with your hands. We're going to bring that knee down. So bend into that front knee. Knee is going to come over ankle. We're going to come up onto that knee if it's available to you. Feel free to place something underneath of your knee. Lean it forward. Breathe. And let's rock it back. Rock back. Maybe you take that front foot up. Whatever feels good to you. Lean it back. Bring it forward. Now you're welcome to stay like this, or maybe you take that hand, bring it up. If it feels comfortable, we're going to take the inside hand, bring it up. And that outside arm, bring it up. Lean it forward. Maybe gaze up towards the hands, open up the chest. Let's take it down. Step that front knee back. Come back to the tabletop position. Let's rock it out. All right, same thing on the opposite side. We're going to take that knee and take that foot, bring it in, frame the hands. Lean it forward. This is to your comfort level. Whatever feels good for you, listen to your body. One side may be a little bit different, and that's okay. If it feels comfortable to begin to come up, you're welcome to come up. Release those shoulders. Breathe. And let's shift the weight back. Half split here. Lean forward as we lift through the chest. Let's take it forward. Again, you can come right here. You're welcome to stay just like this. Or maybe you'd like to take that inside hand, bring it up, and take both arms up. Lift through the chest, gaze up towards the hands. Breathe. So that back foot, the top of the foot, is balancing you as well as that front foot. We're evening out our hips. You may start to feel this a little in that IT band. Breathe. On that exhale, let's lower the hands down. Let's step the front foot back. Come back onto your hands and knees. Rock it from side to side. We're going to begin to turn our bodies off towards the side of our mat. So turn it off towards the side of your mat. This time we're going to take that right foot and we're going to bring it parallel towards the front mat, almost as if we were doing a lunge. We're going to bend into that front knee here, just like this. Take it back. If you're welcome to come up on this, you can. We're going to lean it forward. Take it back. We're working that hip. Lean it forward. Take it back. We were warming up to this. Take the arms out to a T, lean it forward. Take it back. Now this time, let's bring those arms up. And when we bring ourselves forward, we're going to take them to a T. You ready? Relax your shoulders. Lean it forward. Take the hands out to a T. Take it back. Ooh. Bring it forward. Gaze right over that front ring finger. Take it back. Bring it forward. I didn't set my watch for yoga, so if you would like to set your watch for yoga, feel free to do so. I forgot. Take it down. We got one more just like that. Take it down, and we're going to hold right here. Hold it here. Let's drop the back hand. Let's take that front arm up. Ooh. Happy hips. Can you say happy hips? Take it back to a T. We're going to come back to neutral. Take those hands in front of you here. Take that knee back to center. Let's give it a rock from side to side right here. All right, same thing on the opposite side. So we already have ourselves onto our side. So we're going to bring that opposite foot again, where it's going to be like our warrior pose. We're going to point that toe towards the back mat. You know where we're going. Let's lean it forward. We're opening up that hip. Results may vary on one side or the other, so keep that in mind. Lean forward. Take it back up. Lean it forward. Take it up. Remember to lift through that chest. Lean it forward. Take it back up. Can we add the arms? We have our arms up. Take it out. Bring it up. Take it out. Bring it up and out. Again, you can always add a cushion here under your knees. Readjust your body as you need to. Listen to your body. We have 2 more and then we're going to hold. All right, when we bring this one down, we're going to hold. Hold it here. Lift up through the chest. Let's reverse. Take it back to a T. Let's bring it forward. Take those hands down. Give it a rock from side to side. All right, let's start to come up onto our knees. So keeping those feet behind you, keeping those toes untucked. Let's start to lift ourselves up. Press your hips forward. Press those hips forward. You can take your hands onto your hips. Bring those elbows towards the back. So it's going to look like this. This is our modified camel pose here. So gaze up towards the ceiling. You can gaze forward, whatever feels good for your neck. Pressing those hips forward. Breathe, relax the shoulders. Now this is a movement, it takes a few breaths to get into. And if you'd like to take full camel, you're welcome to do so. Maybe you can reach those hands back towards the heels. Maybe just one hand, maybe both. Taking those shoulders back. Press your hips forward, release your head. And we're gonna come out of it just as we went into it. Let's take one hand to our hip, the other hand to our hip. Let's bring ourselves up. Take those arms up overhead. Exhale, let's bring the hands down in front of us. We're gonna come back towards the front of our mat. Let's tuck our toes underneath, shift the weight back for a gentle toe stretch. Shift it forward. Our first downward facing dog of our practice. Pedal your feet here. Feel that stretch along the back of your legs. Press away with your fingertips. And when you are ready, you can bring both heels down, bend into the knees, gaze up from the feet to the knees to the belly. Let's begin to walk the hands towards the feet. Come towards the back of your mat. With your belly on your thigh in a very generous bend. Over bend, yes, bend the knees. You got this. Give it a rock from side to side. Releasing the head. Let's grab opposite elbows. Shift the weight into the ball of our feet. I want you to take 2 full cycles of breath here. Release the hands. Press into the feet as we begin to roll all the way up. Bringing our head to come up last. Bringing those arms up overhead. Press the hips forward. Take your hands down by your side. Ooh. All right. Remember I said we were going to do some balance into this posture, right? So get yourself in a nice, comfortable mountain pose here. Wherever that is, feel free. Hold on to a wall. Once you get yourself into a nice even spot, we're going to take our right heel. Again, this is my left, your right. We're going to lift it up just a little bit. We're working on our balance. Now, a lot of our hip pain can be as a result to not standing properly. We may shift, right? We have that hip out. That's going to lead to improper alignment. So feel free as we bring that heel up to still keep that hip in nice, good alignment. Let's leave it down. Let's take it back up. Opposite side this time. Remember that root. Those toes are your root. And again, remembering not to dip off on this side, keeping it nice and straight. And let's release it down. All right, tap your toes, a little tap, a little tap. And now let's focus on our drishti point, something that is directly in front of us. So get nice and straight. We're going to begin to come back to that opposite knee, but we're going to hug it into our chest this time. So let's hug the knee in. Whatever feels comfortable to you. If you fall out, feel free to come right back. Again, you can always hold on to a wall. You can always take your arm out. That can give you some balance as well. Breathe. Just focusing on standing here, focusing on bringing that hip forward. You got this. Pressing into that big toe. Let's lower down, nice and controlled with our hip, nice and controlled, nice and controlled. Let's rock it out. All right, can we do the same thing on the opposite side? Let's lift it up. Again, bringing that knee into the chest. Feel free to hold on. You can hold on to a wall. You can extend your arm out, whatever feels good to you. Breathe. And let's begin to take it down, nice and controlled. Nice and steady. Rock it out here. You got this. All right. Now, we're going to take this the opposite way. And I know that can be a little bit difficult, so feel free. Have that wall handy. We're going to bend that right knee back. Bend the right knee back. And so as you bend the knee, I'm going to come off to the side. As you bend that knee back, you can hold on to the top of the foot. We're going to take that knee back in line with the opposite knee. Readjust your body. Now you can take that hand out as a way to balance. Feel free. You're going to feel that in the quad. You're going to feel that in your hips. Maybe if it feels comfortable, you can even start to bring it forward to a little dancer. Maybe you have it here. Maybe you can take it all the way up. Whatever feels good to you. Listen to your body. Wherever you are, I want you to just pause here. We're going to take 2 more full cycles of breath. And then slowly come back to that standing position with that knee bent. And then we're going to release the hand. Take it down nice and controlled. And let's pedal it out. Very nice. Same thing on the opposite side. So again, we're going to take that knee, bend that opposite knee back. You can grab our hand to hold on to the leg. If your hand doesn't reach, that's okay. Feel free to just bring that knee down. Bring that knee in towards the glute. You can just hug it in, even if you're not holding on to it. You can just bend the knee. You're really going to work that, that quad and that hamstring for sure. Let's bring that hip forward. So feel free, if you come out, you can come back. Again, hold on. So you're welcome to stay just like this. You can bring that hand out to give you a little bit more leverage. And if you'd like to start to hinge it forward, you're more than welcome. If you'd like to start to kick into that back knee, you're more than welcome to. Again, this is your practice. Listen to your body. Let's take 2 more breaths here, keeping our body as nice and still and gently as we can. And then let's begin to come down. We're coming back into that standing position with that knee bent. We're going to release our foot, but still keep the foot in. And then nice and controlled, begin to bring it down nice and slow. Whew, pedal it out. I feel like the slow. It's the slow. It's the slow yoga, for real. All right, let's heel toe and open up our knees. Our heels are going to be in, our toes are going to be out. Let's begin to rock and dip one knee at a time. Feel free to come over to the side of your mat. So we're lengthways on our mat, nice sideways. And let's bring it back to center. And we're going to start to squat down in the center wide. Squat here. Let's take it back up. Wide squat. Settle in. Take it back up. Can we bring our arms up overhead as we squat down? Take it up. Take the arms down. Squat down. Lift the arms up. Bring the arms down. Let's extend it back up. Squat down. We got one more and then we're going to hold. You ready for that? We're going to do this one. Take it back up. All right, now let's hold. We're going to take it down. We're going to hold. Let's take our hand to goalpost arms, goddess arms. Breathe. Extend those knees out towards the side. Breathe. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Woo. Point the toes forward. On that exhale, wide leg forward fold. Come on out of it. Breathe. Rock from side to side. Very nice. We're going to begin to point that right toe forward. Point your right toe forward, and we're going to come up. We're in that same pose that we were in on the ground on our knees. We're going to take those arms up, and we're going to bend, take it out. Take it up, and take it out. One more, take it up, and take it out. Straighten that leg, come down, triangle pose right here. Ooh. Oh, triangle pose feels so good. Let's gently take it back up. Turn that toe in. We got the other side. Let's turn that opposite toe out. Let's bring the arms up. Exhale, take it down. And bring it back up on this side. And take it down. And back up. And 2 more just like that. Who's getting warm? I'm getting warm. And we're going to straighten our front leg, hinge it forward, triangle pose on this side. Breathe. Gazing up towards that back hand. And let's bring it back up to center. We're going to heel toe our feet back together. Lower the hands. Let's come down onto our mat. I invite you to come into a nice, comfortable seated position here. We're going to take a nice little circle around. Let's pause. Let's go the opposite way with our circles. Very nice. Take our feet to be right in front of us. Knees are bent. Feel free. You can stay like this, or you can bring your feet out, or butterfly your feet. We're going to take our final pose just like this. So whatever way that feels comfortable to your hips and to your body, feel free to take that pose. Maybe even taking one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Just allowing your body to be here. Allowing your knees to soften. When we talk about healing, healing is not an overnight thing. Healing is work. Physically, mentally, spiritually. So when we talk about healing ourselves and healing our body, just know that we do have to put in the work. It is a daily practice. And maybe every day is not working towards going towards the finish line because the path and the journey may not be linear. There may be days that you have to give yourself the grace, and that's okay. So I want you to begin to breathe here. Just notice how that lands for you. We're going to take about 2 breaths of silence, and I'll be right here holding space. And as we begin to bring that awareness back into our body, back into the space around us, gently going to take a nice deep inhale in. On that exhale, taking those hands to heart center. I want you to thank your body for showing up for you today. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you, making this practice something for you. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I want you to take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Remember, healing is also a part of that. Can't wait to practice with you again. Until next time, namaste. All right, let's bring those feet out. Oh, let's give it a stretch. Wiggle the toes. Take ourselves to one side with our knees to one side. Oh, how we feeling? Ah, I hope that you enjoyed that practice. Again, we're working all on the hips, and next week is going to be a chair practice. So we're going to do chair yoga for our hips. This is our happy hip sequence here in series. So this one is series number 2. So we are going to do series number 3 because if we sit a lot, we need to make sure we get these hips in control. Okay. All right. I see we have so many people on. Yes. Yes. And I see, okay, we got everybody here. We got Max Mason, Monica. Yes. We got Lachelle saying good morning. Twitch. Thank you. Yes. We have a special Cairo who's on. Hello, Cairo. And thank you so much for putting the intention word in. I definitely forgot to set my watch. So if you have not, please definitely set it. Yes, thank you so much, Hammer. Hey, Riondo, let's go. Tamisha, hello, hello. And thank you so much to Vanessa Moving in Gratitude. Please be sure to check out Moving in Gratitude as well. I thank you so much for being a part of the practice. We're getting into this series, and then we'll do a little holiday flow. So I thank you so much for being a part of it. Cannot wait to practice with you again. We're gonna get a little bit more like, little something, a little more better music to bring us out on. And if you don't do anything else for your day, you have checked off something. I hope you enjoy. And I cannot wait to practice with you again. If you enjoyed it again, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And I forgot to tell you, I have a retreat coming up. It's November now, but guess what? I'm already planning for next November. And there's another one that's going to come in right in between that November time frame. But it's going to be in November, and this one's all about relaxing before the holidays. So if you feel like, you know what, let me set myself up for next year, stay tuned. Go to my website, Yoga with Tianna, and you will see all the information. All right? Can't wait to practice with you next time.